Stop what you're doing and learn Icelandic. It is such a beautiful language that words cannot describe. But in this in this video, I'm certainly going to try. There's quite a few reasons why you should go and learn Icelandic, and most of it is not practical. Most of the things that I'm going to say is purely of my opinion. As a person who absolutely loves languages, silly linguistics, I'm going to be talking mostly about the country of Iceland, why you should visit Iceland, and how the language could potentially help you when visiting Iceland. And then I'm going to remark a little bit on what makes Icelandic difficult, but why there's a lot of ways to learn Icelandic. Cue the intro. Iceland itself does not seem like the most impressive country in the world. After all, it hasn't even reached 1 million people in its population. It's between 320,000 to 360,000 around at the point that this video has been made, and that's it. And I'm also roughly throwing in the amount of people around the world who speak Icelandic into that, since a lot of those same people have come from Iceland, being one of the few places where you can speak Icelandic fluently and be understood. However, this doesn't make it an endangered language.
Hey, knock it off! There's a kid back there!
I'm in danger!
While most people speak English there anyway, Icelandic is still a required part of the school curriculum there. So it is not in danger of being quaffed out of the, is quaff even a word? I'll look it up later. Quaffed out of the world, out of the language list. Now, historians, be prepared. There's something quirky about the Icelandic language. It has remained relatively the same for the past 400 to 600 years. Why? There's a very large number of purists when it comes to the Icelandic language that refuse to adapt new words into it, words from other languages, I mean. Instead, people will come up with new words in order to make sure that the language is conversational on a modern level. For instance, the word computer is actually a combination of two words: the word for a witch or fortune teller and the word for numbers. A relatively low number of immigrants coming into Iceland has made sure that the language stays relatively unchanged through all of these years. For those who are really interested in history, Icelandic documents can be read all the way back into the 1300s, and then you can use that same language conversationally on the streets. You can't do that with Old English. Icelandic has been compared quite a lot to Old Norse. It's probably one of the closest living relatives to Old Norse. So that's right, guys. Basically, you can read a document in Old Icelandic, and then you can walk up to somebody in a cafe, order a bagel, and then get the bagel. And then PayPal me $2 so I can get a bagel. Just throwing it out there. PayPal's in the description, buddy. I need a bagel, preferably blueberry. The country is, oh my god, absolutely beautiful. Have you seen pictures of this country, dude? Oh my god. I'm not being paid by Iceland at all to make this video, but if Iceland were to pay me, that would be absolutely great. Thank you, Iceland. Sponsor me. But the country is absolutely beautiful, all jokes aside. Northern Lights are not just Skyrim 4K Ultra HD Northern Lights. You know what I'm talking about? They're the real HD Northern Lights, the ones that you can see with your eyes. Unless your vision is messed up like mine, in which case you have to have glasses in order to see the Northern Lights properly. There's volcanoes, active volcanoes there. Like the, how do I pronounce this word?
Snæfellsjökull.
And in the picture you can see exactly how beautiful this stratovolcano glacier Jules Verne claimed was the entrance to the Earth's core and journey to the center of the Earth. How beautiful it actually is. Like, wow. It is absolutely gorgeous. 10 out of 10 would go there. And then we can look at the
Kirkjufell.
which are also absolutely gorgeous. And then
Gullfoss.
which are in the top 10 list of all waterfalls in the world, by the way. So it has clearly got a lot going for it. Now, you might be saying to yourself, wow, this would be an epic RPG location. I would definitely kill trolls in an Iceland set video game. I would so do that. It would be an epic RPG. And why would you want to learn Icelandic if everybody there already speaks English? But being able to speak Icelandic, even just a bit, really opens up a cultural door to the people there. Like, these people are very open and welcoming. I've actually met a couple Icelandic people in face-to-face in college, and they were super nice. Like, just, God, so nice. Everything about them was just absolutely fantastic. They taught me a couple words back in college. Not a lot of words, because some of their pronunciation is a bit difficult, of course. But we'll get into the pronunciation in a minute. As the old quote goes, if you can speak to a man in his own language, you are speaking to his soul. And that's what you're doing by learning Icelandic and then going to Iceland. You are going to speak into these people's souls, and they're going to invite you to go clubbing with them and bar hopping, and you're going to have a ton of fun. You're going to make lifelong friends if you choose to do this. I guarantee it. It is a Northern Germanic language. Norwegian, of course, is in the same family as Icelandic. Old Norse is in the same family and is like, you know, a close cousin. Meaning that there's a lot of words that you will be able to figure out whenever you're learning Icelandic, because you already have them in English, because English itself is also partly Germanic, despite its obvious French influences. There's a couple features, there's a ton of letters, but all of it is phonetic. Once you've learned the letters, you have learned how to pronounce everything in there. Once you can pronounce the letters, you've pronounced the words. That makes it easy. And the fun part is, the language is also Igloo Native, like German, meaning that a lot of words combine in order to form other words. And boy, do I love Igloo Native languages. Ugh. Makes Papa Michael's heart just swell with joy. There are a ton of resources online for Icelandic, though. The Icelandic government, on its actual websites, lists a lot of different resources because they encourage people who want to learn Icelandic to learn Icelandic, because they have such an immense tourist population there. People love going to Icelandic because of its beauty and its cultural enrichment that one can experience there. And the government makes it easy by listing a lot of ways for people to learn Icelandic. And of course, you know, there's the obvious. There's Memrise, of course. There's Omniglot. There's a lot of ways for a person to learn Icelandic if a person wants to. And this is why you should stop what you're doing and start learning. That's all I have for this video today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. And please, please PayPal me $2 so I can get a bagel. Just one bagel is all that I require. And I will continue making videos. I'm just kidding. I'll still make videos. I love doing this. I love my job.